welcome to Hurricane Rosie. It's been about 3 weeks now, 4 weeks, maybe a month, I don't know, since I've last uploaded, but you know, it's summertime, so I just have kind of been enjoying that, and just some family stuff going on too that I haven't been able to avoid, but I am here now, and I feel inspired to talk about this. This is something that has been heavy on my mind throughout a lot of the past nearly 2 years of my life, and that is the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Okay, so this is kind of going to be a little bit of a rant. So the divine masculine and the divine feminine has been on my mind because of a lot of things that I've been seeing in my day-to-day life, especially when people say something that really pisses me off, like toxic masculinity. When they use terms like that, or when they just kind of hate on men for no reason at all. I mean, there is obviously a reason, but I don't think it's valid. And the reason why I don't think it's valid is because I just find it so stupid that there are women and even some men out there that hate men and talk crap about men and generalize men in society, and kind of just put a bad name on the divine masculine. Now, to understand my point of view of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, I think about these two things, these two concepts, these two energies, essentially, in the spiritual context. I don't think about it, I guess, in a way that a normal person would. I think about the divine, whenever I think about the divine masculine, I think of it as a divine energy that has a role in this society, in the world, in this planet, just the same as the divine feminine. They're both divine energies to me. And the reason why they're both divine is because they both have a role in everything that we see in this realm, in this planet. We see. So what I mean by that is, what goes through my head whenever I think about masculinity and femininity is masculine, risk-taking, strong, logical, adventurous, and femininity, nurturing, caring, loving, compassionate, those qualities. And obviously, if you step back and think about this, we all have a logical, adventurous side, and we all have a loving and compassionate side. And the reason why I guess I get so triggered whenever people say something like whenever people say something like toxic masculinity, whenever they use a term like that, is because they completely neglect, because I feel like they're using it in a way to demonize masculinity when it shouldn't be demonized. You know, it shouldn't be demonized because that's the way that the universe has set out these things. It shouldn't be, in my head, it shouldn't be demonized because although, I won't lie, the divine masculine has caused a lot of problems in this world, it also has led us to here, to now. People more so than ever embracing the feminine, the divine feminine. I don't like when people paint a negative picture of the divine masculine because it gives people this false idea that masculinity, aka men essentially, are inherently negative and toxic energies. And that doesn't sound right to me, because how can that be? We all have masculinity inside of us. Even women do. Like, that's like as if you could say that women are not logical and adventurous. The main message I wanted to send out today is that these two energies, instead of demonizing each other, they need to figure out a way to balance each other out, which obviously in this world that we're living in, the divine masculine has been turned into its dark side, I suppose. It's been turned into something that it isn't, because of the way that humans have interfered with the true nature of the divine masculine, I believe. And therefore it has kind of turned the divine feminine into its darker side, which is emotional manipulation, mental illnesses like depression and anxiety. Like, those things are all more of an emotional based thing. So that is feminine, that is the divine feminine coming into its dark side. So yeah, that's my main message. To not demonize the divine masculine, because it is a divine energy that is essential to the order of things. So even in nature, you see that there is divine masculine and divine feminine throughout all of it. Like, for instance, an animal kills another animal, but it's not, well, most times it's not for fun, it's for survival. And that leads us to the divine feminine. That animal is killing the other animal because it needs to feed its young. That's the divine feminine, because of the motherly nature, the nurturing protection that is the divine feminine. And that's why I think it's really important, especially in this time now, for the divine masculine to not be seen in a negative light, but to be helped, essentially, to work together, to balance out the world and restore its natural order. And this ties in really well to things like animal liberation and things like, what else? Like, just a lot of social, political things happening in our world today. If you pay attention to politics and see where it's going right now, people are starting to wake up to the fact that we've gone too far. I really hope that I have been making sense in this video. If I haven't, please leave a comment, give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, subscribe. Hope you guys are having a good day or night. Love you. Bye.